Welcome back to
Hey,
another episode of Big L Speaks podcast. It's your host, Big L.
and it's Koko, Welcome back,
Welcome
y'all.
back. Thank you for tuning in.
Yes, excited. It's time. How you feeling today, Al?
I'm feeling good.
That's
I'm
good.
feeling pretty good. Lips is chapped, but we still blessed.
Yeah, it's okay. You got it together. So you good now. Oh,
How are
child.
you?
I am good. I'm excited to be here. You know me, I can never talk in the mic. I realized that I wasn't really in the mic.
You could adjust it, like untighten that and
I'm gonna get it together. It's
okay.
always I'll be moving around a lot, y'all. I stay for those who can't see me, you'll always see me moving around. Hopefully my nose don't start running today. Because I stay blowing my nose. My allergies be on 10. So yeah. But I'm good.
Yeah, if I sound a little congested, it's because I am just the slightest bit.
Yeah.
We need to mention real quick. Courtney nose ring fell in the last one or the one before, and
Whenever
had
we
a-
post this, yeah. Because why would you do that?
I don't know. It's really not noticeable. It's not
It
that it's not
was.
that noticeable until you like really look at it. Because I didn't pay attention at first, and then I had the whole thing zoomed in on her too, and that's hilarious.
And it's funny because I felt it coming up. I'm watching this video. I'm like, my nose ring had slid out because I was looking down at my phone or something. And then it happened to be zoomed in on me in that moment. I was like, nah, he know he could have zoomed out and just put it on you real quick just to see, how you look.
You think I'm putting too much attention on you?
In that moment, we could have directed the attention away. That's all I was saying.
Well, maybe you should commit to getting a real nose ring. How about that, folks?
Why would... Listen, I don't want to wear one because my allergies be tripping anyway. So I like to wear it when I want to wear it. And I purposely didn't wear it today because I'm like, I don't got time. But I might one day get
I
a
messed
real
with that hoodie. Why didn't you wear that last month?
one. Listen.
I'm listening.
Black Lives Matter. I should have. I just found it. We're not going to talk about it. I've been doing a little spring cleaning before the spring gets here. And I was like, oh my gosh, who knew how long I've been missing this hoodie? I don't know. But yeah, this is one of my faves. I got this in black and red, actually. You probably going to see me wearing the red soon.
You got two hoodies.
Yes. Want me to get you one?
How much are they?
I don't know. I got this from somebody at the church. Her name is Tiffany.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Shout out Tiffany.
Yes. She was making these back in 2020 when all of that was going on. So that's when she started making her T-shirts, and they started to become really popular. So, yeah. Well, I said T-shirts, but hoodies. I think she does have, like, sweatshirts and crew necks and stuff, too. I don't know for sure, but don't quote me. But it's Tees by T, if I'm not mistaken. Go find her.
She don't listen.
You was stupid.
She don't. I was just thinking, I'm like, she don't listen to nothing, man. Well, that's cool. Yeah, that'd be cool if I get one. I'll get it just a black one.
Yeah, we gonna have to get you one, definitely. Do you have any like Black Lives Matter apparel?
I don't really have a lot of apparel that has a lot of wording. It's like this is probably the only thing I really have.
Got you. Yeah,
I'm the minimalistic type.
I know. I've noticed. We gonna get into that topic one day, y'all. I'm learning to be. I'm the type of person. I think that's like a woman thing too. We like holding on to stuff. We don't like letting stuff go.
That's
So,
just a people thing. But women are hoarders.
Yeah, but it probably is just.
I'm sorry, we have a large female audience. I can't be saying stuff like that.
Listen, as a woman, I know I like to hold on to everything, and now that I have a baby, it's ridiculous. I be trying to hold on to stuff just because it's cute. Knowing
No,
that she
I
can
get it because like in like 10 years, you're gonna want to bring that back. Be like, oh, this is your because I still I got this baby hat my mom put me in when I was a newborn. I still have that,
God.
and this sweater from first grade. She told me to hold on to it. Every time I try to get rid of it, she's like, no, you got to keep that. I'm like, I guess so. I don't even remember wearing that, but sure.
Yes, you have to hold on to that. That's why I'm like,
But and then the thing is like, there's a picture of me in it. That was my school picture. I wore that, so it's like, do you really need the clothing? You got the picture.
yeah, it's something sentimental about the actual item.
I
Like
get it.
having
You want to have something tangible to hold on to, but
Yeah.
You gotta let go. I'm 22.
Listen, I have my baby's like little outfit that they put on her when she left the hospital. Like the hospital gave her this like little button up shirt. And I don't remember if they gave her pants or not. I can't remember unless they just put on a shirt and then I put on a diaper before they swaddled her in like the hospital swaddle. Oh, I'm remembering it. It was so cute. But yeah, the shirt is literally so tiny. Oh, yeah, you gotta hold on to certain stuff. I can't help it. But I guess it's different because it's a baby thing versus something that you had in first grade. Mama just don't want to let it go. She don't want you to let it go.
She don't want to let it go. I can let it go.
I know you can. She like, I don't want you to let it go.
But I guess maybe you don't understand
Thank
that
you.
until you have a child.
Yeah.
And
That's probably what it is.
yeah, that's
sure.
probably what it is. But speaking of not child per se, but teens.
Yeah. Teens /
I know we don't have a lot of teens in our demographic.
Yeah.
At least not on the streaming side of things. On the streaming side, it's really people our age, 23 to 27.
Yeah.
Which is kind of where the podcast is aimed at in a way, the way our topics are. But also shout out to the fans in Germany.
Oh yes. Y'all are definitely
Guten Tag. I don't know any other German words.
I don't know any. So
we making them look bad.
Actually, what I do know about is the one little things that y'all be eating. Pierogies. I think pierogies are from Germany, if I'm pronouncing it right. I used to take care of somebody who used to be like, oh, I love these. And I think they're from Germany. I think. Now I want to look it up. But I'm pretty sure it is. Pierogies. Pierogies. Dumplings. And I'm pretty sure they're from Germany. So if you're in Germany and you've heard of a pierogi, go to the YouTube channel and comment on them. From what country? There you go. Are from what country? Okay, they didn't really say.
It kind of says Europe.
Yeah, so I guess
Germany is in Europe, so
it sounds about right. Anywho, shout out to y'all.
Shout out to y'all. That's 10%. That's bigger than what I thought, because America got like 89 or something like that. I don't know. I don't have my computer. We using her computer today.
Yeah.
Hey, thumbs up for the tabletop, the new tabletop, and we trying some different things. We got the different mic stands. We trying some things.
Yeah, and I like these.
You prefer? You was hating on you don't like the boom arms?
I like the boom arms though, but it's something about these. I don't know. I'm not missing the boom arms yet. I like this. I don't know.
I'm not really missing it either.
Yeah, like,
We look at that maps now.
I am. I'm trying to figure out where's Germany.
Why you on there? That's the blurriest map.
I don't know how I got here. I blame Google. Oh, that's why, because it says shopping. I'm not even on Google. That's the problem. I'm on Yahoo. I don't like Yahoo. It's Germany. Yep. So they said like Central Europe. That would make sense.
Make sure you know your continents and your countries. The difference between. You ever seen them TikToks that they be going around interviewing people, asking them
oh
if
my
you're smarter than the
gosh.
5th grade questions?
Yes.
And they be like, name 4 continents, and they be naming countries.
Listen.
This is why I that low key scared me into being like, okay, let me read up on this again, make sure I'm prepared.
Yeah, if they come to me,
You folding?
Yeah, I would just do a plug for Big Al Speaks, and I'm gonna have to. I'll try.
I would
I'll
never
try.
do them interviews at the mall.
Oh, I haven't even seen.
I never seen them, but if the one day I do, I'm turning the other way. I don't care if my car is parked that way either. I'm not going through y'all.
Yeah, it's me over here still doing research, y'all, about Germany. But it definitely is something that is, it says it's a Polish tradition.
So we'll just say Europe. It's Europe based. Give it up for Europe.
Let's get off the pierogies. But yeah, Speaking of, are you smarter than a fifth grader? I mean, I feel like I'm grown, but am I grown? With that being said, our topic today,
You're not grown yet.
the famous saying of Black parents, I feel like
Dang,
forever.
your computer about to die.
It's okay. It's gonna make it through this episode.
Okay.
I definitely should have had it charging while we was meeting. But yeah, you're not grown yet. But what do you consider grown anyway?
And
Like,
what age do you consider grown?
yeah.
Because I feel like no matter what age you kind of get, you're always not really grown. I feel like when they be like, I'm old. When people be like, I'm old, like when you like you're not able to do certain things. Like
Yeah.
18, you're still not able to drink.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you do get to 21, you're not able to like rent a car or
Yeah, you can't get rentals at some places
or
until you're
hotel
25.
rooms or
I think you get hotel room. Well,
it depends.
on where.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, so that's why I'm like, if you try to put a age on it, that's really hard, not really a thing. Because, like, yeah, would you be considered grown when people move out at 18, out of their parents' house, and they pay their own bills? So they, of course, going to feel like they grown. But like you said, and then at that point, you can't go to the bar. You might got your own house, your own car, make your own money, but...
And even then, I don't know how some people get their apartments and stuff because you don't have any long work history.
Well, sometimes they be...
Well, sometimes
Getting
they work
lucky.
from 16 or 15.
Yeah, stack that money. As long as they... Which at that point, you got good credit. You feel me? So, if you don't got nothing on your credit for real, then I don't even think you can get credit cards and stuff until you're 18.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, so I'm like, if your credit is going to, at that point to them, if they either going to test it out or not, but you of age. Because any application, they say 18 or older for those applying. So,
Yeah, or you get like a cosign? Is that how it is?
Yeah, cosigner.
But the whole topic for today's episode, we're just trying to break down. What are we trying to break down?
It's like the things that I guess would consider you grown, but also like the things like, okay, we wish we would have known before we got quote unquote grown. Like, in a way, you know, we are of age, but
like we're adults.
yeah, we're adults.
But you don't it's essentially like stop trying to grow up so fast without
Yeah.
knowing these certain things.
Right. Like you're not grown yet. I get that. But I mean, in a way, it's not like I'm in high school anymore. Like I am technically, like you said, I'm an adult. I'm growing. I'm not grown. But the things that I know now, like if I can go back to 16, 17, 18, I probably would have, moved a little differently. Just a little
Definitely. I still feel like I would have gone the same way. It's just like knowing like, okay, you got to keep your options open.
bit. Yeah.
Because like we're seeing now, school isn't really for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And even with school, right, they always pushed for you to go to universities. And, they go out to your schools. Because I know we had like everybody pretty much, Central, State,
Yeah.
Michigan, Eastern,
Western.
always
I think.
coming out trying to butter you up like, oh yeah, we got these cool dorm rooms and
Literally.
cafeterias and
This meal plan.
these meal plans and all this, but they don't really try to tell you community college is just as good, if not better. Not better, but it depends. But I think it's better for someone who doesn't really know what they want to do, but still say, okay, I want to get my degree and not go into serious debt.
Okay, that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say for somebody who think it's smarter and like, hold up, y'all charging all this money, but if I go here, I'm getting 1/4 of the cost for the same actual paper degree. I mean, the experience might be different.
You might not get the same
but
college experience and go to certain parties or to stay on campus. And there's some campuses like community colleges where you can do that.
It is.
It's very few, but you can go do that.
Or if it's the ones like certain community community colleges that's still near like a main college. Like even when I was up at Western, it was people that came out to events, parties, and all of that, but they went to the community college up at Western. Well, it was
Or was it like affiliated with them?
nope, it was just the Kalamazoo. I said up at Western, the community college in Kalamazoo. So it was called Kalamazoo Community College, Kalamazoo Valley Community College. It was KVCC. I remember because I had went there for a class. So because a lot of people did that too. They would go to the community college even though they went to Western for like certain classes. So they would pay less money and be able to get it transferred over. And like that was a normal thing for them.
And that's the thing too. You could most of the time if you got your classes set up right, you could get your associate's degree before people in the universities get theirs.
Yeah. Definitely. And then you can do more with that associate's degree. People look at that associate's degree and like, okay, you actually got some not only experience, but some of that, you know, learning background for us to say, all right, we actually know that you don't got too much actual, let's say, working experience, but just because you got the associate's degree alone is showing us something. Versus, like, for example, I was in school for 2.5 years. I was technically a junior, but if I went and got my associate's degree for 2 years, then I probably would have had more options versus now. The only thing I could tell people is, oh, I went to school. Like, but I didn't finish yet. I'm going to finish. And I don't have, like, no actual physical, you know, proof that I went. People can lie and say they have some college experience, you know? People can put that on.
I think people do that all the time.
Yeah, I'm like, people can easily be like, oh, yeah, you were there for a semester. Or, you feel me? Nothing wrong with that, but it's just like, again, I was a junior, and I basically don't have nothing to show for it until I go back to finish. So
I'm saying people lie and do that to get to these, like, big corporate positions. And then once they finally get the amount of experience in there, like a year or so, then they'll switch to somewhere else. So get up a little higher on that corporate ladder and go up in the world. And that's how it is. That's real life.
Yeah, I would say.
No, I'm not saying go ahead and do that.
Yeah.
I never go and say that. But I'm saying it's real. But I'm saying, like, keep your options open too, not even just community college, but the fact that you could go to different trade schools. There's still a lot of jobs out there for electricians and plumbers and people who deal with heating and cooling. What are you doing? You highlighting stuff?
Yeah, I can't help it.
Okay. And they do, you know, in those jobs, those are high paying jobs, especially electrician. You can make up to like $200,000 a year.
Yeah, I was about to say, what? They make.
And in those industries, there are always people that need it. People do welding. Granted, you can't go to actual school. Like if you want to go to, like, let's say Macomb, you could go for welding there, or you could just go to the trade and they'll probably fast run you there because they got connections to other businesses and people, and they'll get you in there.
Yeah, no, that sounded about right. I remember when my uncle was telling me about something like that because he does like glass welding.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it was like you will go to school while you working. So in a way, you would still, you feel me?
You get the experience.
Yeah, you getting the experience
and you getting paid.
You getting paid, and you getting that actual certification while you're doing it. So yeah, it's definitely, those are nice programs when people do trade school. It's actually, you know, smart to do that too. Even before you decide to go to school, get that trade, make your money, and still, you know,
you still go to school once you kind of figure out, oh, maybe I want to go do this instead. Because I feel like there's a lot of pressure on people to say, you got to make the decision to say, I want to do this for the rest of my life.
At 18.
And I know a lot of people right now who have done their 4 years and they're like, I don't even want to do this anymore. But you can't get out of it now.
Exactly.
And you're already in all this debt. Another thing with the certifications, I'm seeing that a lot now with like doing stuff in tech or like pharmacy tech or stuff like that.
Yeah.
You get the certifications through like Google or I don't know if Apple has one, but like certain companies have classes you can do online, and you get a certification from them.
Wow. I think I did hear about that. You just saying that just like
Or
sparked
like
my memory about somebody saying that.
for software engineering or
Mm,
different things.
yeah. Yeah, no, that definitely just sparked a memory. I feel like somebody told me about that, how specifically even Google does that.
You
Where,
get the online training for
yeah,
like, and the class goes for about like 3 to 6 months, and it's completely free. Some of them you gotta pay, but most of them are free. You just gotta go research them.
right. I'm over here like, do.
I know Mace did something like that. He told me how he got his job. He got a certification,
Wow.
and then just
That might have been who was telling me about it. That's all I'm like, I swear somebody told me about exactly what you're talking about.
and just gaining as much experience and networking. Networking is a big thing.
Oh my gosh. Yes, somebody.
That's what a lot of people
Yeah.
go to college for, especially like university. They go to for networking. That's why people join like fraternities,
Mm,
because you get close with these people for
true.
this set amount of time, and then when it's time when you need a job, like later down in life, be like, oh yeah, my like your man's worked there that you was
Hmm.
the frat brothers with, and
Yeah,
that's how they get in like that.
that's true.
Or even just in general, there just be people up there. Let's say like, I do video and photos. She'll do it too.
Hmm.
You click like that, network like that.
Yeah, no, that's true. I was watching um, another podcast, and um, he was like, one of the things that he remembered that he took away from college was that your net work is your net worth. So that definitely is something I've heard a lot too. Like who you network with, the people that you run across, and those people might recommend you because you feel me, they enjoy the work that you did with them. So networking is almost like word of mouth in a way. Like once you leave that good impression with people and y'all stay connected, they can connect you and so forth. So and that plays a big part on that worth, the money you might make. So that definitely goes back to the old school.
And just the people who you can connect with. You don't know who those people are connected to. They could be
That's true.
connected to, the person you meet might know this person who knows this big corporate guy
Yeah.
and could get you into a job that way,
And
or
that's you saying what?
or just with any industry, whether
Mm-hmm.
it's business or uh, film and video world.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that's true. That's why I'm like, um, you never know, like you said, who know people. So that's why it's good to leave a good impression on people too. As far as, you never know who might know who. That's why they say don't leave jobs certain ways. If you work a job, make sure you at least are respectful. Give them your 2 weeks because you just never know who. You don't want to just leave, disappear on the job. I've known people that do that. Like, we be like, what happened to this person? Like you disappeared and then you might apply for a job 10 years down the line, but your supervisor just so happened to get over there and get in that field. Or that's their sister or somebody and they just casually one day found out. You feel me? Like you just never know. And then they talking about how, oh no, they was a bad employee, even if it was 10 years ago. So your impression that you leave on people is important when it comes to that too. So networking can go for your favor or against your favor. But I was looking up the Google Professional Certification Training Programs. That sounds like that's lit.
Yeah, and they got some. I don't know if it's Google, but they have some set up like you can only enroll within a certain time because so many people enroll at one time.
Oh wow. Yeah, you can do construction management, financial analysis, healthcare, IT support in general. These are some focused ones, specifically through Google. That's all. Like I know for a fact I've heard of this. So yeah, that's lit. But yeah, it even in general, like being flexible when it comes to these options. Like sometimes if you thought, oh, I probably, you know, like in my case, I'm like I wanted to go to college, but at the same time I only wanted to go because Actually, let me be specific. I did not want to go. I wanted to go into the Air Force. So being flexible is hard because of the whole, let's say you're not grown yet. You know, your parents still at that age plays a big factor in what you want to do, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
Like,
Especially like, and I think that determines with people like Mace told me like, well, I didn't go to college, so I'm not gonna force like my kids to say you have to go to college, you have to do
right.
this. So in his point of view, it's like, well, you can make money another type of way versus someone who's strictly educated. They only see that's the way you get forward in life, which is true. Education is how you get forward, but it doesn't mean this piece of paper that says I did these years determines you getting through in life.
Mm-hmm.
I can't read lips. I have no idea what you're saying.
Oh, the degree, that paper. Yeah, that's why I'm like, you get lucky sometimes. People who go to trade school and they just like move up when it comes to, let's say, for example, welding and, you know, stuff like that. They start moving up, making a lot of money. But that degree in the society that we live in, if they see you got a master's, or like, for example, I was talking to somebody, it was like bachelor is starting to be irrelevant. You got to have almost like that master's, that doctorate is just going to elevate you even more, and they going to want to give you more money just because.
Plus, it's just cool to have doctor in your name.
Okay. I'm excited for the day I have it in mind.
Like they like his name is Dr. Martin Luther King.
Okay. Where did he go to school? I mean, I've always paid attention to that clearly, but did they just start calling him a doctor, or did Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. actually go to school?
He was wasn't he a reverend too? Dang, this is looking bad. we didn't. I already talked down on black people in the last one. Now,
Did he go to school though?
you don't think he went to school?
Okay, he went to Morehouse. Okay. Boston University. And then he went to Crozer Theological Seminary. So that's probably
Where
when he became
the reverend.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, that man was very educated.
Okay.
Malcolm X was educated too, but I don't think he went to school for real. He was in jail. He went to jail, then he cleaned himself up.
Yeah. I wasn't you know,
He wasn't Hearst
he's-
in the civil rights leader.
yeah, I'm like, I knew he was a doctor, but I guess I never paid attention to think or wondered if he went to school for
Our
real.
black card gonna get taken away by the end of this season.
Mine has already been taken
Mine is
away.
already taken too.
It's okay. It's nothing you can do about that. There's a lot of movies that apparently I haven't watched. And that's why mine was supposed to get taken away a long time ago.
Which ones have you watched?
A lot. Because I'm not grown yet. I'm just no, the ones that I feel like people talk about a lot, like the Fridays. I feel like I just started watching those recently. Like Don't Be a Menace. Is that what it is?
Yeah, Don't Be a Menace.
Society. One of them I didn't see. I can't remember which one is which.
Okay, no, it's like because I'm the same.
I
I seen those.
You seen? Oh.
See, I don't know. There's like a difference of like the categories of like, oh, you ain't see this one, but I seen this one. Like I never saw Love Don't Cost a Thing, but
I don't know if I've seen that either.
But I seen like Lexi gonna get on us because she got on me for that last one.
That's all I'm like.
Okay, listen, we gonna
come back.
we gonna come back. We gonna come back. What?
We back.
Oh my gosh, she ain't have her headphones on.
I wasn't ready.
Dang, your stuff at 15.
Don't count down.
Okay.
Time goes by fast.
Yes, that's a way to get into it. Time does go by fast. I think from 18 to now. Well, see, even with that, it's like because the pandemic had us kind of at a standstill for 2 years.
Yeah.
So I guess that did play a factor into it. But even from like 18 to 20, that barely happened for me.
Yeah. Honestly, it flew by because 18 to 20 is when I was in college, and I came back right before my 21st birthday. So I moved back to Detroit from Western like months before my 21st birthday. So I was there for like 2.5 years. And it's like, it felt like it was a long time in that moment. But reflecting on it, I'm like, wow, like, it just flew by. Because I've been now out of college longer than I was in college.
I think I have too. But yeah, with that saying, like with your time goes by so fast, you got to really value what you're doing within that time. Because even with 4 years going by, like I'm about to be 5 years out of high school now. I can even imagine 10.
Yeah. And it's crazy because I remember at one point I was like doing a 10-year, I think it was, reunion from like middle school would be fun because I really did like
Middle school?
And I think
you gonna do a middle school reunion?
Yes, because I'm still like I'm in contact with a lot of people from my middle school, actually, surprisingly.
So wait,
yeah.
those same people from middle school didn't go to high school with you?
They did. So not all of them did though. But I'm like, I don't want to do that actually now because I need some more years to get some more stuff together. Because when you go to the reunion, that's when people be like, oh yeah, I'm doing this. Oh yeah, I'm doing that. You know, that's what people show.
People be lying.
They probably do. They probably do.
They try to make themselves to be some, I'm that guy.
Yeah, that's not like, that's time when you supposed to show off. At this point, I'll wait until
At
like
least maybe
15
our
years.
generation for real. I would be like that. Oh yeah, I'm doing so and so and so and so. No, you're not. And just like me.
Did you scam to get that money? Did you work to get that money?
I know a lot of scammers, man.
I'm saying.
I know a lot of scammers.
You
it's
work
crazy.
Hard for that.
Talking about some, they be talking about tap in, bro. What's your bank? Tap in. No, I'm tapping out. Leave me alone.
Have you had Sprint? Have you had Verizon?
You got
T-Mobile.
What bank you got? You got Chase? It's always Chase.
Chase. They started getting PNC now too.
Look, that's why I'm with the credit union. You're not gonna get me. You're not about to get me. See, because them big banks, like chasing them, you know, it's kind of hard to get the little guy try to help get his money back. They don't care about you for real. I always recommend go to the credit union.
Yeah, I will now. I said that. One of my friends she goes through a credit union. I said, I'm going to get one day.
But see, I have nothing to compare it to. I've never had a big bank. Like I never had Chase or Bank of America, which I heard is just terrible. I heard Bank of America and Wells Fargo, they're terrible.
I don't have Bank of America, never had, but I
heard they were racist and terrible.
Oh, wow, really?
That's all I be hearing.
I'm glad I didn't get them. I was about to get them for my business, but I didn't.
And that's another thing, too, with the credit union. You get a business card, like a business debit or credit card. I'm in the process of trying to do that right now. I just got to get all my paperwork together.
Yeah.
Because you got to get your EIN. Yeah, the EIN number, your something else number.
Yeah.
You got to get all your numbers together. Then you got to go present that to them. What's your business? If you got your LLC certified and everything, then you get your card and have your business name on it.
Yeah, that's lit.
Yeah, I'm in the process of trying to do that right now. And then just every time I want to buy something for the business, I just use that card instead of my own personal funds. And then, you know, when I get paid from when I'm doing shoots or whatever, just go into that account.
There you go. That's smart. That's how you do it. That's why I'm like, I'm glad I didn't go through Bank of America.
That's another thing, too. I think what's it called? Oh, my gosh. Money literature. Just knowing how money works.
That's what they should teach in high school.
Credit. I think that's a big thing. I don't think a lot of kids really know how credit works.
Yeah.
Credit works like if you don't have enough money to buy this, your credit makes up for the lack of money that you have. So, what's up?
It was slowly going down.
Did you tighten it right?
I thought I did, but I see the mic is a little heavy. For those who listening, they probably like, what's going on? Those who watch it, they'll see me messing with it over here. It's good now.
Okay. Well, your credit makes up for the lack of money that you have. So it's always good to have a good amount of credit. 800. They say that's like perfect.
Yeah. I think we go all the way to nine. Do we go all the way to 9 or no? It's
I'm not
800.
sure. I've never heard nobody with a 9.
No, I think it is 800. Don't quote me. Clearly, I'm still uneducated
But
on credit
the
literacy.
but like that's what I wanted. The credit literacy.
That alone, yeah. Because if I knew what I knew, oh my gosh. Like, I remember it was times where I, like, knowing, okay, let me just say it like this. Knowing how much you should use, like, I found out after already having multiple credit cards that I should only use, like, 30 to 50%. Like, you shouldn't use no more than 50% because they look at that. It's called your credit usage or something. Like, it'll show, like, the percentage that you use of what was available to you.
Oh, okay.
So they give you this. I'm just using this as a small scale. 100, don't use no more than 50 because they don't want to, because then it'll be looked at like, oh, she used 100% of what they, you feel me, gave. I don't know that I might be saying it wrong, but I think I'm saying it, the verbiage correct. But yeah, only use 30 to 50%. Don't ever, they say, surprisingly, don't shut them down. Like,
yeah, I heard that like hurt your credit.
Yeah.
The more you cancel those cards.
Yeah, cancel the cards out.
And always just pay it back right away. Like they say, like what I'm learning is if you want to purchase something and you already have the money for it in like your checking account, you use your credit card and then you just pay it back right away.
Yeah.
You're supposed to really use that money like it is your money. Like use their money and then just use your money to pay that money back.
Exactly. You're not supposed to, if you got $50 in your bank account and need a $5,000, let's say you got a credit card and they happen to approve you for, I'm going to tone it down, it's for $1,000, but you use the whole $1,000, but you only got $100 in your bank account. Like, you probably shouldn't use that $1,000. And
I mean, they do have the limits though, like $25 limit. Not limits, but how much you could pay, like the minimum, your minimum that you.
And they say paying a minimum don't do nothing for you. It don't do nothing. Like,
you probably just go at a standstill.
Yeah,
it still does something. It's like you paid your minimum balance, but overall,
it's better than doing nothing. For sure.
It's better than doing nothing because then that makes your credit go down as well.
Right. Yeah, no, that's true. So the highest is 850. This is grown talk for those who know or don't know. But yeah, so 850 is the highest. I felt like it was higher than 8, but I didn't know for sure. 520 or
now
less.
I don't know about how the interest rates work. That's why I say with the credit union they give you really good interest rates.
I heard that. That's why I'm like, we go through a credit union. That
no,
makes
I know
sense.
it's true. I just I got a car last year.
Oh.
And they were searching for the best interest rate for me because they care about you at the credit union. Now I'm not saying every credit union is like that, but I know mine. They mess with me maybe because I've been a member there for over 5 years. But
yeah, probably. That's why I'm like, PNC started to mess with me when I had them. I got them when I went to Western because that was like the school's bank. It was on campus, and now that I think about it, that wasn't safe. But they had like ATMs all over the place, but they were like outside. Yeah, now that I think about it, that was
I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, like,
and the fact that like it's okay to have a credit card in the first place. People make it seem so scary about you going into debt real quick.
Yeah.
When if you're just responsible enough and you use it how you're supposed to use it, you can make big purchases, but you have to make sure you have that money already. That's what I'm saying. Just to pay it back right away and to regularly use it, because that's what I was doing, just regularly using it. Not really on anything big, but like just like a couple dollars here or there for certain things. And I just pay it back right away, and they up my limit.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, people, if they learn how to use them the right way, and again, that's something that they probably should have taught people more of. Or
taught them in general. I never got taught that in high school unless you took some sort of financial literacy class or something like that. Or like But then even when I think about it, like we're like, why don't they teach about taxes in school? Why don't they teach about this in school? I know I would have been probably bored and just like, oh my gosh, I gotta go to what class? Tax class.
Not tax class. Yeah, I wish they just like kind of threw it in there, like a whole session about it. No, but they should throw it in there at least for seniors too, because that's
Or
when
like
it will apply to you the most.
or like get people to come in and do like a seminar or something like that for them.
Yeah.
How to buy a car, how to get a house, how to lease a car, how to do certain things.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's why I'm like, they need to work on the curriculum for, again, I feel like especially in your senior year, like that's when it's the most important. At
Because a lot of
16,
time,
17, you're not thinking about it.
because a lot of times when you're a senior, you 18.
Yeah, I was 18.
I was 17.
Yeah,
I was in college and I was 17 too.
no, I
That was only
18.
for like 2 days. But I was 17 in college.
Yeah, so those are the type of things that they need to start teaching seniors. At least two, especially at least half, I say, is turning 18 in high school. Because I turned 18 in January. And you feel me, didn't graduate until June. But it would have been nice to know certain things. Because I'm not going to lie, I got my first credit card, you know, just moving. I don't even know if my mama knew that I got it. But thank you. That's why I was trying to lift it up. I still seem like I didn't lift it high enough. But I got my first credit card when I was
There you go.
Yeah, 18. And no, I did. Look, it's slowly moving down.
Okay, I'll fix it later on. But go ahead with your story.
But yeah, I just wish I knew more before. I remember going to the store. I think it was like Old Navy, and they, you know how they ask you at a lot of these places. They're like, "Do you want to open a credit card?" You go to Target, not Target. Like, you feel me anywhere.
Well, Target do have. It's not
They
really.
got it, too.
It's not a credit card. Target, the red card, it's like a debit card, but for Target.
Got you. I never looked into that specific.
You know, I worked at. It's crazy to say. I worked at Target twice. Once when I was 17, and then once when I was 21. Yeah, I worked at Target twice. But yeah, the red card is it's essentially like a debit card. You just put money on there and you use that money at Target. Because they want to be inclusive. Like, oh, you're with us. I believe this like a way it works kind of like a credit card, but I've heard it's more like debit. See, I wouldn't want. I'm not that type. I'm not a salesman type. Like, even though that's your label, I'm not a salesman type. It's either like, oh, you want it? Okay, cool. I'm not, you don't? All right, that's cool. I'm not about to push this on you.
Yeah. No, that's true. That's how I'm like, that was the point I was making. So they asked me that I want one. I'm like, sure. And that's when I got my first credit card. I remember it was like the summer before I went off to college.
That's crazy. That's when you got yours?
Yeah.
You know when I first got mine?
Yeah.
When I was 21.
See?
Because I didn't really know how to go about it.
That's when they shouldn't even have it where you can get one at 18.
But I feel like, not trying to downplay you, I wouldn't get one through a store. It's got to be a store like I just like, this is my place. Like I shop here all the time. So I know I'm going to use this all the time here.
I wish I ain't cancel it. I love Old Navy.
Dang. You got to get that back.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't know what I know now. So after getting it, I had it for like 2 years or so. And I finally was like, all right, I'm going to go ahead and cancel it. Paid it off. And at that time, I don't think I was shopping at Old Navy as much. So I'm like, let me just get rid of it. And I think I was going through the whole thing where I don't want to have, credit cards and stuff.
Yeah,
and
I don't want to have like 4 or 5 credit cards.
Like unless it's, like how you said, depending on the type, like, you got ones that you can use anywhere. It's universal and not just a specific store. So that's what I was thinking. I think when I canceled it.
I think that's the first one you should get, though. You
like
just
get a one?
Like the Visa MasterCard.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. I again, nobody really taught me how I should do it,
But then again, like, you could go about it any way you want to. You could, if you want to start, like, if you want to have a good starting place, you want to start with, like, Old Navy. That's just true. As a base. Because it's like, you could only shop at Old Navy. Yeah. You're not so tempted to go anywhere to go spend your like $1,500 limit
Yeah, I feel
somewhere
like
else.
that's what was crazy. I think they gave me like $1,000 or something. And I'm 18. Like,
That's how they get you.
what?
You're young. They said, we done got you.
I don't know
A
how they got
$1,000 at Old Navy is crazy. You buying like half the store with that.
at least like 500, 700. That's the least.
You buying half the store with that.
Listen, that's why I'm like, I remember I was racking that boy. I was having fun with that Old Navy credit card for sure. Terrible.
Another thing, I would say, I said it earlier, get 3 emails.
Mm-hmm.
Your personal email for just your everyday, your Old Navy specials, your tropical smoothie coupons, just your everyday stuff like that. Then you get one that's for school and for job interviews and job applications.
And then what? The business would be the third, right?
I guess you could do business. Well, not everyone has a business.
Exactly. So if you don't have a business, it's just 2.
But I still would say, like a emergency email, like your third one. Like for some reason, something happened to your first email, you got another email.
I guess.
Like, you know how some sites have like you put your primary email and then your secondary email.
Yeah.
That's what I would say, like that.
Yeah.
If you don't have a business, you would use that third one. Is
I feel like the secondary would be the emergency one then. If you don't have a business.
okay. Let's say like people like you trying to send me emails, right? And then something happened with that email, then you could just send it to the other one.
Right.
But don't maybe the third one could be like your spam email. I guess that is kind of the first too. So what is considered spam? It's like those promotional items
that
and coupons and stuff.
Spam. It don't go to the spam folder. It goes to my regular box, which is annoying, but it should be considered spam.
What's worse, spam email or junk mail?
Both.
I'm saying junk
They're
mail.
in the way.
I think junk mail is more in the way.
Junk mail is definitely more in the way.
It's physical that you're giving me this mail.
Yeah. I definitely hate junk mail. Because then I hate sitting there having to rip it all up, my address all on it. Y'all over here trying to give me probably a credit card.
That's
something.
what it is. They be sending them like fake cards
pre-approved,
with the fake numbers on there. I really just give me the email.
Yeah.
Like, go flood that, I guess.
I'm loving let's go paperless, but enough people aren't going paperless, personally. So, yeah.
You brought a whole notebook today.
I'm talking about businesses who send people stuff.
No, you said paperless.
They sending you the same
You
thing.
said paperless. You brought a notebook.
I'm not a business or a...
This is
entity.
a business.
You know what?
This is a legit business. This is under a business name. This is produced by an actual business.
We're not talking about me, though, right now.
But you're part of the business.
We're not talking about this business, okay?
I'm just having fun with Courtney. I was just trying to poke fun at Courtney.
We're not talking about this business. I'm talking about all those people making all that money and spending it on sending people that junk mail. Y'all know y'all wrong. I'm tired of getting the mail. I'm tired.
I am too. I'm tired of shredding the mail. That's why I just be sitting there. In real life, just be sitting there on my floor, and I just look at it, and it looks at me, and then I move on with my day. Because
I look at you, and you look at me.
Okay, what else? What else we got?
When do you start to get tired? Because we were brainstorming all day.
Yeah, I'm not even really tired for real.
Really?
Like, I'm not like I'm not like mentally exhausted. I could, but it's not gonna happen.
I've been up since early. I've been up early. I got up early.
Me too.
All right, Alan.
For no reason. Here's another thing to keep in mind.
What you got to tell the folks?
Your high school friends are not going to be with you forever.
Yeah.
I kind of found like that kind of blew my mind once I really started to realize it. That like your people won't be with you forever, even though, because I've known, like you said, all these people since I was like 12, 13 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And then the fact that I don't talk to them every day, or like you'll see them every day, and you just kind of move on and shift,
Yeah.
and you grow and meet new people.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of times they could hold you back from going forward.
That's true. That's really true. That's why I'm like, I do talk to a majority of mine, but it's different. And again, I said majority. I don't talk to all of them, but like certain people, excuse me, who I remember, like we would talk every day, like you said, seeing each other every day. Like I maybe talk to them through social media, maybe, and yeah, it's weird. Why do I have the hiccups?
And then it's like sometimes like y'all would like just grow apart from each other, like you'll outgrow people, and that's never really happened to me per se, like because it kind of got me weird when I was like, I don't really like, we don't have nothing in common for real, like why are we really talking for real? And just the way things ended with certain people, I'm like, I don't really like how it ended. I'm kind of cool that it did. Like, I'm not mad, but like, it's just weird. I always think it's weird because I'm not the type of person to be like having bad blood with somebody and there's like a big fight or something. Most men aren't like that.
Yeah.
And I hate to say that about women, especially on women's appreciate History Month, Women's History Month, and like most of the female listeners are female.
What you about to say then?
I'm just saying, like most. No, I can't say it. Like a lot of times, women be the one who get into it with their friends.
Well, women, we react more out of emotions. We're emotional beings.
I'm glad she said that and not me, because it would have sounded horrible if I said that.
Yeah, I'm like, well,
they killing men for saying stuff.
But hold on, wait. Speaking of you saying killing men, the difference is women. We get into it. We live in a generation now where men, when y'all fall out, y'all gotta do better because y'all be going to the extreme nowadays sometimes.
What do we do?
Like violence. Y'all always gotta physically fight. We'll get into it, maybe get into like a real heated argument. I mean, a lot of women are starting to physically fight now, and I did like hear a pastor I was listening to, he was saying that, he was like, it's ridiculous how many women fight now. Like men do that, and you feel me, that's the thing that y'all do, is in y'all nature.
Like we'll fight and then they'll be like, okay, it wasn't really about nothing.
Exactly. I prefer y'all to fight and then pick up the guns though any day. The guns and knives, the guns
is crazy.
Ridiculous. It's a girl that shared her story. She went viral on TikTok. This was like a couple months ago, but it had just happened to her because she was still healing. Where she got into it with a girl and the girl tried to stab her to death. That's why I'm like, the violence right now is ridiculous. Like, scary.
And then when you do part from your high school friends, make sure you choose your friends, your adult friends wisely.
Yeah.
Because most of the time you don't have them for like a good minute. And you don't have that many of them either. You don't have like a lot of adult friends.
Yeah.
It is low-key harder to make adult friends if you're not doing something.
It is.
Like if you're not, you could make friends at your job. Most of the time people make friends from their jobs.
Right.
But like if outside of your job, if you're not like going out or like you don't go to church or something like that, where do you find friends at?
No, that's true.
If you're not going to the bar or to the club or, well, I don't even know what other place do you find friends at?
Like activities, you know?
Yeah, like if you don't have an activity, if you're not going water poloing or
do something. Don't what you doing? Sitting around the house?
You could go to
you
the
gotta
gym.
Be doing something. Working
get some
out,
gym friends.
Going to work. Yeah.
Gym friends.
Yeah.
I always hear about that. They'd be like lift buddies or something.
Yeah, I need to find gym partner. Workout partner.
If anybody's interested, Courtney is looking for a gym partner. What are the requirements?
You have the membership. And have the plus one. I'm just playing y'all because I'm not getting a gym no time soon. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I'm gonna get there eventually.
I mean,
I'll let y'all know what I do.
You do work out. You work at a dance studio.
Yeah, I dance. Dancing is a form of physical fitness, and then I dance at church. So I'm getting some type of physical activity in.
All right, that's lit. You got anything else?
No, Alan, I don't.
You don't? Let me think about it. What else? What else would you? This is low key like a. What would you tell your 18-year-old self?
Yeah,
Or
that's
17,
true.
18-year-old self? What would you tell them?
Yeah, because you're not grown yet. I thought I was grown at 18. Girl, you're not grown yet.
I never thought I was growing at
I
18.
did. I definitely did.
Oh, I don't know if we have enough time for this one. The perks of staying at home versus just moving out right away.
Go ahead, talk about that real quick, Philip.
Well, I think the perks, you of course save a lot of money.
A lot.
Just that's really it. Just like the financial
Don't let nobody tell
freedom. You got
wrong
more
with
financial
that.
freedom when you at
Yeah.
home. You could just spend stuff on than just dumb stuff. Like if you like a sneakerhead, you just spend like half your money on that. Of course, you got to pay your own bills, like your phone and what else?
That's
Credit
about
card,
it.
your credit card.
Right, if you got other type of, yeah. But that's about it. Like you said, the biggest thing is that you save money. I feel like we live in a generation of society where people think, oh yeah, after I turn 18, I'm grown, I'm out of, high school. Even if they don't go to college, they want to move out and do their own thing. For what? And then y'all
I
just fall
get
in the
you want to
system.
be independent
Yeah.
and all, but independency comes with like a lot. And I never even tried to. I never really thought about trying to move out or like.
Yeah.
I looked into some just to be curious, be like, what is the price of rent nowadays?
Right.
And I said, oh, never mind.
Yeah.
I'm cooling. Plus, I think it depends all on people's relationships with their parents as well. Like
True.
I understand some people don't have the best relationship with their parents.
Very true.
So I can understand them trying to get out. And I feel like if you are going to get out, I feel like maybe you could try to have a roommate.
Yeah, that would be your best bet until you, find a partner and y'all probably want to move together when that time comes. But other than that, yeah, I mean, why not have a roommate? Less money, but you still have that independence in a way. Y'all both probably working, so it's not like y'all running into each other all the time. So yeah.
And then like, you buying your own food, you're buying your own everything.
Yeah. So it ain't nothing wrong with staying at the crib. And if you move out, be smart. Don't try to move out on your own. And now you're not paying no less than $1,000. End up putting $1,000 into a little 1-bedroom.
Because I see a lot of people in their
Right.
30s, they moving back with their parents because their parents can't pay the stuff on their own.
Yeah.
And then their kids can't do it on their own either.
It's expensive out here, y'all.
It's hard out here. It's tough
hard.
out here.
Listen, you're not grown yet. I don't want to be.
Well, with that, we shot another episode.
Yes.
We thank you for listening, tuning in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, like, comment.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Hit the notification bell to get notified every time we upload. Go down the link below, follow us below, and we'll see y'all in the next one. There we go.